Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Figured I'd take a minute to give you a little overview of what we're going to be doing this summer, right? Uh, so, day one is meetup day. We're going to meet up all together here at Seattle Tacoma International Airport. Where is it? There it is. We're going to meet up here. We're going to rent cars. And we're gonna start driving north along this highway here because we have to get across this channel. Our destination's over here. So we got a pretty fun way of doing that. You can go south and there's a bridge, but it's funner and possibly even quicker just to go north and take this ferry. Right up here. Right here in Edmonds, there's a ferry that takes you across the channel to Kingston, and it's a pretty fun ride. You park the car. You don't have to wait 30 minutes in line with your car, and then once you get on the ferry, you can park your car and you can get out and walk around inside and outside. Um, Good views of Mount Rainier and the Olympic Mountains as you're crossing the channel. So that's like a 30-minute ordeal or so crossing this, and you'll end up here at Kingston. From there, we're gonna drive. Let me orient this thing correctly here. Where are we at? All right, Kingston. So we're gonna drive here. Then we're gonna take this Hood Canal floating bridge, another interesting looking bridge that I've never seen before. We're gonna take that up here to our destination city of Port Angeles. About 2.5 hours, if I remember correctly, away from Seattle. We're gonna reach Port Angeles. Actually, and on the way here, there was a couple interesting weed stores too. One of them was called, it was like I forget what it was called, but it was a bunch of train cars, and it was one of these little cities. And there was another place called the Hidden Bush with a picture of Sasquatch. It was pretty cool too. So we'll have to make pit stops there on the way. But once we get to this city, Port Angeles is an awesome city. This is where our base of operations are going to be. You can see the mountains in the distance. We're going to be right on the shoulder of that baby over there. But yeah, Port Angeles, like here's downtown here. It's set up interestingly like a racetrack almost. You know, you got these. It's like a one-way track. It goes around and around and around right here. And it's got a cool little harbor area. And there's lots of shops and everything and places to get gear, anything you need. So we're gonna spend 2 days here, 2 nights, resting, preparing, free days. Go see some special landmarks. We'll go see, we can go see things like Shishi Beach or Ruby Beach, or we can go see Hurricane Ridge. We can go jump in the water in Lake Crescent, which is really fun. That's a must to get us ready for the coming days. But we'll stay somewhere in the city or up here. Last time we stayed up here in this little neighborhood, one of these houses. I think it was this one actually right here. It's a really nice area. So I figured we're all gonna have like rooms. We'll all have we can either get hotels. They have they have hotels as well, so we can get a hotel together. We can all get rooms, or we can all get an Airbnb or several Airbnbs, whichever we need, depending on how many people are coming. But we'll all be in the same area. But after the 2 nights here, we'll check out and start heading along the road here to our final destination where the camp is. So we're going to go along, we're going to wrap around the shore here to the highway, and then we're going to go all the way up here to the Hoh River Valley. There we go. So the cars, the road, once you start, it's cool too. Once you start driving, when you start getting into these darker areas of trees, it really darkens up. The trees start getting massive, and you're just like enveloped. And you're just like kind of like, whoa, it's like another world. But the road goes all the way up to this visitor center here. This is the Hoh River Valley. It basically comes off of the glacier at top that we're gonna see. This whole river, and snow melt from the sides and everything. So we're gonna drive here, and we're gonna park here in the morning and start our trek. So once we start, we're gonna start coming up here. It's 6 miles to like halfway is about 6 miles. There's like all kinds of streams and cool things to see, cool moss-covered trees and cool birds like grouses that make a weird bass noise when you see them. Like big slugs, all kinds of cool things we're gonna see. Deer. But we'll go 6 miles here. This is where we can't. This is where we not camp, but took a break. We'll take a little lunch break here, 5 Mile Island. And then we're going to continue up. It's mostly flat. As you can see, it's not really that crazy. Sometimes you have to go over one of these shelves. I forget what these are called. So there is some up and down every once in a while, but you can see it's relatively flat all along here. But after 9 miles, where is it? 9 miles, we're going to get to the Olympic Ranger Station here. And now we're really starting to get into the mountains here. This is where we're going to camp for 3 nights. All 3 nights. 2 bathrooms, shelters, and stuff. Last time we camped right here on the river. It was really nice. Prime location. And there's a stream. There's a stream in here somewhere that goes back through here that has crystal clear water in it. It's real nice. But yeah, we'll set up camp and go to sleep here in the valley. And then on the next night, we can do these things either day. Like these 2 things, the Blue Glacier and Hoh Lake, these 2 landmarks can be done either the next day or the day after. So we'll wake up in the morning, eat breakfast and everything, and make our choice. If we want to go to Hoh Lake, we're just going to come up here. It's not very far at all. It's like 4 miles total, I think. But it's some pretty good elevation gain. Walk up here behind us. There's a trail behind our tent, behind our camp, that goes up here to Hoh Lake. And then there's a bunch of switchbacks here that take you up to the lake. We have to see this lake. This is a beautiful lake. It's like sitting up here on the mountaintop, just randomly. You see that? So we could be in there and check that out. And then we can take the trail further up to this peak here. And we can take a view of the Seven Lakes Basin, which is a really interesting set of high elevation lakes just sitting on top of a mountain. There's lots of bears, lots of moose, lots of animals around here, lots of cool things to see. But then we'll head back down. Head back down to Hoh Lake. You can even go swimming if you guys want. Head back down here, camp, and then we'll camp for the second night. So then we'll wake up on day 3 and go to the main glacier, the big boy, our destination. So when we wake up, we'll walk a couple miles past the last big campsite you come to. There's a bunch of little emergency campsites, but this is the last one, Lewis Meadows, a couple miles away. Or, I'm sorry, not even that. But we're still in that relatively flat type of terrain. It's not too bad. But once we get here, where's the bridge? Right here. There's a bridge that goes over this big chasm. And after this, it starts to get a little more intense. This is where it's nothing too hard. It's gonna give you a run for your money with a workout. It'll be fun. Let me get back to it here. Okay. So, we're gonna come up here. There's the bridge. So it comes up here. We're gonna go past this lake here, Elk Lake, and continue on up, up and up and up and up, and up and up and up. It's the Glacier Meadows there. See, from Elk Lake to Glacier Meadows. And then this is in the process of about 7 miles or 6 miles total. Once we're up here, we can take a trail that takes you here to this area. This is where a lot of people take pictures. It's a really famous area to take pictures, looking out into the snow. And then you can see where the mountaineers continue further. They go along here, go across this scree, which is you probably want to if you wanted to go down here, you might want to bring a helmet just in case, like, these rocks. This looks like loose rock. It looks like things could fall. You definitely will want something to protect your head. But if you wanted to climb the mountain, they continue down here, go up the snow dome, and climb the peak there. It involves like a tens of meter climb at the end, but we're just gonna be going right here, right here. And I actually want to touch the glacier, so I'll probably go down there somehow. There's also another trail that goes down around the front here to the terminal moraine, they call this, which is the end of the glacier. It has like silt and rock piled up and stuff. There's a trail that goes down there too, so we'll see that. We're gonna check this area out all day. It'll be really awesome. And then we're gonna head back down. I mean, look at, even on the way there, just imagine the views of it approaching as we go. Look at that mountain. Anyway, we're gonna end up back at camp. If I can fucking find where the fuck I was. Alright, we'll head back down. Stay there for the third night. On the fourth camping day, we're gonna wake up in the morning, head on out of camp, get in our cars, and head back to Port Angeles for a nice, relaxing, free day, where we can get showered up, get relaxed, and have a good time. Kind of like do a debrief. There it is. Sorry. Do a debrief on the adventure. And then the next morning we'll wake up and drive a couple and a half hours back, take the ferry again to Seattle. Alright, so that's in a nutshell, that's the trip. It's gonna be epic. I can't stop thinking about it, and I hope you're excited. See ya.